Good afternoon, everyone. How you all doing? It's Sal Post, and welcome to a Sal Reacts. As told you, I come online whenever there's a bit of news that happens. I will come online and I bring it to you. Breaking right now, Manchester United have had a verbal agreement with Bayern Munich for the signing of Mazraoui. Nasir Mazraoui looks like he could become a Manchester United player. What great news that is for Manchester United fans around the world. But of course, it is pending on Wan-Bissaka and West Ham agreeing personal terms. Manchester United and West Ham have agreed a deal between the two clubs for the transfer of Wan-Bissaka to go to West Ham. Once that deal is done, Manchester United can proceed to conclude a deal for Nasir Mazraoui. What a fantastic time and a fantastic sign that be for Manchester United. Will be good cover at the right back position, a player who can play forward, a player who's more proactive in regards to attacking as a fullback, can fight for that right back berth with Dalot. A good signing, a solid signing. Hopefully there'll be another one through the door. I said we are in talks with Bayern Munich in regards to Mazraoui, and I said something will happen. It's happening sooner, and it's going to happen quicker. Manchester United will sign Mazraoui if Wan-Bissaka and West Ham can agree personal terms. Can that happen? Will Wan-Bissaka do us a favour and will he go to West Ham United? Of course, it's going to be. Drop me the link in. Yes, bro. I'm going to drop you 1 second. Let me get that on. It's big news, man. It's big news. I have to get my Wi-Fi on, brother. 1 second, man. This is such a good addition to the team. A very good addition to the team, my friend. Fantastic addition to the team. It's going to be an amazing signing, of course. Big signing. Manchester United are moving like bosses in this transfer window. This is madness. Sanchi, Jay, what's going on? Good on you, Muslim Yaya. What's going on? This is a good addition to the team. Yes, of course it is. Fantastic addition to the team. I need to get that link in for my brother, Mark. I'll get that in a second, but this is absolutely fire, this news. This news is madness, and we're absolutely delighted with that. Of course, the news was broke by Hanfi Burkane, and it was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. So this is of source. This deal is of source, and it looks like it could happen. We are on fire, Mark. Exactly, brother. We are on fire. We are doing the damn thing. We are signing the right back. Now we can move on to the centre backs and the left back. If Wan-Bissaka signs for West Ham United, of course, it's just a short one for me today, but at the end of the day, I am delighted, and I wanted to bring you this news. I was delighted to see Manchester United are moving forward still with transfers, and Mazraoui, as I said a few days ago, could be a Manchester United player very, very soon, and that is great news. That is fantastic news for the club. And at the end of the day, if Wan-Bissaka can agree personal terms with West Ham, we will be moving forward, and that is fantastic news. I believe this will follow with De Ligt. I believe two of them will come in. As I said, buy one, get one free kind of thing, didn't I? I said that earlier today. Buy one, get one free. It's not quite that. It's a bit of tongue-in-cheek, but at the end of the day, we are going to sign Mazraoui by the sounds of it. But we have to hope that Wan-Bissaka and West Ham do agree terms and do agree a fee. That would be brilliant. What do you guys think of that? No left back, Murray and Amas to cover. I'm confident in them now. I'm confident in Amas, my bro. I'm confident in Amas. I believe in Amas. I believe in the youth, as we do. Me and you obviously are very high on the believing in the youth kind of thing, of course. It's absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. When you hear news, I told you I'm going to come online. I had a feeling something's going to break today. On a Sunday as well. On a Sunday. We're all relaxing. We're all there. We're having our tea and biscuits. And this is what happens. Manchester United break news like this. And Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it. Absolute no rest in the world of Manchester United. Of course, no rest in the world of Manchester United is absolute madness. Let me just see if I can get this. Invite guest. Copy. Right. Anyone want to join the stream? You're more than welcome to join the stream. You are more than welcome to join the stream. I'll send out the link when you want. Amas was so good yesterday for his age. What a kid. Yes, brilliant player. I said it, of course, earlier. He's a brilliant player, of course. Magnificent player. And I can't wait until we get him. Let's see. Start coming. Yeah, I need to work out. This thing works, but Manchester United is good news. Absolutely brilliant news for Manchester United, and we are moving like a boss, as they say. We are moving like a boss. So at the end of the day, I'm going to put the link up. The link is up in the comments. If you want to join, the link is up in the comments, and you can join the chat. Let's get our reaction. Let's get our reaction. Let's see. It's in the chat. Anyone want to join the stream? You're more than welcome. Let's get the reaction from you guys, because this is good news. I'm excited. I don't know about you. I'm always glass half full kind of guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm always glass half full kind of guy. So I always love this type of news that we're moving forward. And obviously, Mazraoui gives us a different type of dimension to our play, to the right back position, of course. So that is a very, very good news for Manchester United, and absolutely delighted with this news. What do you guys think? Hopefully Wan-Bissaka can agree terms with West Ham. But one thing I want to say this before I say anything, before we get way too giddy and way too ahead of ourselves. At the end of the day, I want to show respect to Wan-Bissaka, because Wan-Bissaka last season played right back, played left back, never complained at all. Just took it, and he played, and he helped us last season. And I want to give big props to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, of course. Let me get the guests in. Let's get the guests in. At stage, Mark. Let me just get this. Obviously, I'm on my phone because I'm in the UAE.
Big up, bro.
Mark.
What's good?
What's going on?
Excited, bro. Good news. Sorry, I can't turn the camera on, bro. I just woke up, bro. But I woke up. I was watching your reports earlier this morning. And then I was like, bro, he just went offline. I see you come back online. I'm like, boom, I got a notification on my phone from a German source thing. And I'm like, is this true? And I hear you talking about it, bro. Excited news. Good news, bro.
Exciting.
Good movements. You know, like people need to really pay attention and kind of try to have a, how should I say, a mental reset on the PTSD we suffered over the last decade, because I know a lot of fans are worried about lots of things, finances, they're worried about this. I know we saw 2 players go down yesterday, but we know Højlund is probably back for the next game. They're probably going to keep him out of that game and play him in the last game against Liverpool. And, you know, maybe Yo-Yo comes back in time for the Community Shield. And that's not so bad. I think it's better they get that injury now than they get it mid game, first 3 games of the season, and they feel like, yo, if I just continue, I'll run it off. You know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, it was tough to watch that happen, but the intensity level yesterday, and with the announcement of this next player coming in, I can only see us getting better going forward with each game that we play. You know what I mean? Because when players know players are coming in, they know that their levels have to go up. And
exactly, Robert. Exactly, man. I mean, this has been confirmed, obviously, by Fabrizio Romano. We just have to agree. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and West Ham have to agree personal terms. It looks like a foregone conclusion at the moment. It looks like it's going to happen. I don't think West Ham and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, let's hope they don't disagree on the fee, disagree on the contract negotiation. So this could be done next week. It will be in well. So it's really exciting news. And Mazraoui, of course, is a much more proactive kind of defender, of course. And now I'm very confident in regards to the team, the youth team, as you are, Mark. I'm confident in Amas as well. I think he can come in and do a job for us.
You know, I was watching more footy Judge more. Hats off to the brother, bro. I love his streams, you know what I mean? He always have a slight agenda to Man United. We know he hates us, but it's all good. He's trying to keep balance. But everybody,
which one is it? Who is it?
Footy Judge Mo. Footy Judge Mo.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, Footy Judge Mo. But you know, everybody talking about Nwaneri. Nwaneri had a great game. But I watching the game last night, and I watching Harry Amas' performance last night, and I say to myself, Harry Amas was playing Nwaneri and them fellas off the park. He had, you know, even Odegaard was having trouble containing him. The little bit of knocks in between there in tight spaces, the way he was handling the left-hand side against Arsenal, who, to me, look a team like they was playing a cup match. It was looking like they was playing for points on the line, like they had to win, like, you know what I mean? I mean, no, I'm not saying United. For me, United intensity in this game was far greater than the last game we played against Rangers. It was at the level of, I would say, January Man United last season. You know, we went on a run, 7 games, we were unbeaten, we was playing at a high level, good fitness.
Yeah.
We look like that yesterday. We look even better, to be fair, to be honest. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I just feel like with all these additions coming in, we having a chemical reaction in the team. You know, players knowing other players coming into the squad. The the sharpening up. Look at Jadon Sancho yesterday, bro. Man, them, you know me, bro. I got Trini. As much as I back Sancho, I wanted him gone after he disrespect the club. But his performances when he come on in these two preseason games, for me, if he continue, bro, he has to start ahead. He
We
has
have
to
to, yeah.
start, bro.
We have to move on, bro. We have to move on, and we have to support him. And this is the way it is. We won't forget, but we move on with it, you know.
Mm,
And that's it. And we hope he does the best on the pitch. That's all we care about. What he does on the
exactly.
pitch. What happens on the pitch. I don't care about the personal stuff no more. I'm fed up with that drama that we had last season. Hopefully, he gets his head down. He works hard. And there's lots of positives to be made. And as you were touching on Arsenal there, Arsenal really played that game like a Champions League final. They are two-footing Evans. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what's up with them. I mean, if it was the other way around, they'd be crying on media. They'd be doing all sorts in regards to the challenges. They almost broke Evans' leg, for goodness
Bro,
sake. It's a friendly. And the pitch was already bad as well. I mean, injuries left, right, and centre. Hopefully, Euro's okay as well. But this
look at some of
Mazraoui,
the
obviously, deal has it softened it up a little bit. We do need him to
exactly.
get cover.
We do
He can play
need him
centre right back as well, can't he?
as well. And you know, listen, look at it like this, right? Mazraoui coming in is a statement to not only players who think that the position is almost secure or think that they definitely will get game time. They're signaling to the entire squad, bro, lift your levels. You know what I mean? Mazraoui's a decent player, you know. He had a little injury spell. But if you look at his statistics last season, I did it on my little stream this morning. I showed his statistics, his performances. I didn't even know he was coming with that all-round game. You know what I mean? I know he was decent defensively. I know he was even as decent going forward, but I wasn't expecting him to play as much minutes as he played last season, the way people say he injury prone. It's the same thing with Dillet. Dillet had more than 30 games last season for Bayern Munich, and we say, man saying he injury prone. Like where? You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. You can pick bones at any player in the world, and you can turn it into a negative, isn't it? And people love to do that. They love to turn certain players into a oh, but he does it. Oh, but he's got a disciplinary record. Oh, but his mum. Oh, but this. Do you know what I mean? It's always something going on. In regards to some people, someone's always going to be unhappy, and someone's always going to bring up something from the past and say he's got an injury record. Oh, we had an injury, a big injury in 2010. Oh, blah blah blah, and it's like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't please some people at the end of the day. But I'm sure Ineos will be doing their work and researching in regards to his history with injuries, etc. I think we moved on from the old days of just signing cripples. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's fantastic news, bro. It's absolutely fantastic news, and hopefully. Wan-Bissaka, big respect to Wan-Bissaka, by the way. If he does sign
100%.
for West Ham, he didn't moan last season. He's never moaned, you know.
Yeah, 100. Listen, one thing I would always say, I always would respect every single player in the squad. As much as I might be mad at them, I might criticize them. I would
Yeah.
know, I would never ever belittle them as a player, as a footballing professional, because I feel like that's disingenuous as a fan. You know what I mean? Like I know they could dislike a player. He might have done something that you might feel is heinous or otherworldly. You know what I mean? But it has no need to make derogatory comments about players or to try to say, well, he's rubbish or anything. You know what I mean? It's football. Let me keep it about football. And this is the one genuine opinion that I have, that I feel like Man United as a fan base, we need to focus on. Players' performance on the field is what matters the most. Anything else? Now, while we agree there's certain things we will not tolerate as a fan base, we will not tolerate it. Whether or not I like it, they like it, someone else, we're not tolerating that generally across the board. We could agree that everybody will have, slight disgruntlement with some issues, and some might have, and always have those things. But as a general fan base, we need to draw a line. And at the end of the day, when we draw that line, we need to step across the line and back that line. And this is when you have players, they might perform bad. Sometimes they might have a bad season. But we genuinely know that the talent that a lot of these players have, and the way we spoke about these players before, they got to United when they came here, and suddenly now there's like the pits, if you understand. So I just feel like that's one thing we need to work on as a fan base going forward, because we got that attitude while watching a lot of losses and having mistreatment by the previous ownership and regime. But that's a different situation now. And even I might not want Ineos, but the job that they're doing so far, bro, is impressive, in my honest
It is.
opinion.
You
Looking
have to hold your
factually
hands
at the
up.
situation. Have to.
Yeah. You have to hold your hands up with it, and it's 100% spot on what you said about the fan base. Sadly, there's still a few murmurs within the fan base after yesterday's game, after a friendly game. You know, I mean, we can always bring it back to last season when we beat Arsenal twice in one game. Basically, you know, it didn't make a difference to the Premier League season, did it? So at the end of the day, the fans will need to get behind the players, get behind the team, because at the end of the day, it seems like they're more concentrating on being right than actually wanting the team to do well. And this is the problem that we have within the fan base. It's got to change. This mentality's got to change. We need to move on from that. And we are having positive news, of course, every single week. We've got something new, and that's good. And hopefully by the end of next week, there'll be someone else coming in the door, and then we'll be very enthusiastic, of course. So let's hope so, bro. Let's hope so. Let's hope that the fan base get together, because we're disunited at the moment in regards to the fan base, always in competition with each other, and this is what I was saying about certain people within the fan base, and you know they're intent on dividing rather than uniting, and hopefully we can move on for that. And this news is mad news. I don't know what it does with Amrabat. They're good friends, of course. So let's see what happens with that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you, looking at it like this, right? I think we all as fans probably might get it wrong this transfer window in some instances in terms of how many players will actually leave, how many players might actually come in. And that's okay. Because I thought initially 2 or 3 players might be 4. You know what I mean? And at this prospective situation, looking at what happened, it could be 5, could be 6, it could even be 7. And that's just how I'm looking at it practically right now, bro. Because when I check it, we have a whole month of the window left. And it's going to get crazy in the next 10 days. It's going to get manic.
Yeah.
You know this. A lot of clubs haven't done any business, which means, and it doesn't mean that they don't want to. It just means that they're waiting for everybody to reach a point where they're ready to sell. And when a club ready to sell, they will sell for a decent fee, much lower than, you know, unless if you're attacking them early. So now I'm looking at the smarts at which this negotiation team operating with, and you already know the general consensus line and the baseline. Listen, on our terms, we are amortizing payments. We want to pay down and pay on terms. The end. If we're not done with that, we're waiting. Simple. And that's how United moving. And I respect that, because we're moving with a plan. Before it used to be, we negotiate for like 6 weeks, only to come and pay 20 million or 30 million above the odds for a player every time. And, you know, it's one thing to be disappointed, but it's one thing to be saying it's not enough. You know what I mean? I'd rather say it's not enough than be disappointed any day of the week.
Exactly. Facts. Mark, thank you so much for joining me, bro. Don't forget to subscribe to Mark's channel, Absolute Gospel. I came in for a short one today, but blessed for joining me today, bro. I'm going to check out some more news, and hopefully we'll be having a confirmation very soon, bro. So thanks for joining me, man.
Anytime,
God bless you, bro. See you soon, man. Take it easy. Safe, bro. That was Mark, of course. Always a pleasure having Mark on the show. Brilliant insight, brilliant knowledge. Absolutely. Check him out on his channel. Brilliant. Guys, great news for Manchester United. Mazraoui could be Manchester United's new left back going forward. Of course, he's going to fight for that left back berth with Dalot. That is great news. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. It could be confirmed by next week. I said we're going to get a here we go. I said it. There could be a couple of here we goes coming. There could be a couple of players coming through the door. I believe we're going to have Ugarte, De Ligt, and what's his name? Mazraoui in the team coming the end of next week. So, guys, everything to be enthusiastic about, everything to be excited about. Don't forget to smash a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and spread it around. Mazraoui could possibly be a Manchester United player within the next few days if Wan-Bissaka and West Ham agree personal terms. Manchester United and West Ham have agreed a fee, so that is almost done. Guys, good news, great news. Take it easy. All the best. Peace.